Today is fine day in California.
Huh?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Friday Night Frenzy, where Wonder Bat is canon, and the topics, they're more like a set of guidelines. I am flying solo for the moment. A little bit of extra some activities. Not really used to doing this, so we're going to learn this together. I hope everyone's doing well today. We'll be talking about some Christmas memories, just waiting for some people to come in. But first off, I think we need to discuss the thing that's kind of been burning up Twitter recently. So let me just pull this up. And yeah, so we have The Witcher 4 trailer that came out. And yeah, some people have thoughts, myself included. Let me just kind of get to it. All right. There. Wait. No. There we go. Oh, come the frick on.
You chose.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, we got the Witcher 4 trailer, and basically I have a bit of a nuanced take on this. I've been getting crap on both sides, and I rewatched the trailer earlier today, and my thoughts kind of evolved. First off, personally, I don't think she looks that ugly. You know, I mean, that's just my personal opinion. People think otherwise, that's fine. Yeah. Also, my other thing is, in The Witcher 3, they did very clearly state Geralt's story is over. This was like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, or whatever. So it's been like over half a decade. And we knew that Witcher 4 would not star Geralt. There was a lot of indication that it would be Ciri, or the make your own Witcher thing. I would have preferred the latter, and a lot of other people would as well. But this is what they chose to get. Is this perfect? No. Because my biggest problem is Witcher has always been a thing of like gray morality, you know, like the whole good, evil, lesser evils kind of thing. And this kind of takes it away. The example that I always use is there's like a Witcher story of it's like a troll who eats people, and Geralt kills him, but the villagers are mad because the troll repairs a bridge. It's that kind of like story. And the thing is, this setup is a very classic like Witcher story setup. But the way that it frames it is that the villagers are entirely in the wrong. The thing that I like is these stories make you think. Like, you know, like with the troll of the bridge thing, it's like it kind of makes you out of your comfort zone. This is just, oh, the villager's wrong, Ciri's right, you go, girl boss, or whatever. And that's not Witcher to me. Granted, the CDPR that made The Witcher 3 is not really the one we're getting now. And yeah, that is a case. There's one like very thing.
Chosen one! It's tradition!
Oh no!
This part.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods.
Yeah,
to go to the gods.
Gods?
There we go.
There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
Okay, that is like Reddit tier, cringe lord, edgelord, whatever pejorative you want to use. I'm sorry. That is crap writing. That is like, oh my god, I'm so smart, I'm so clever, you know, or whatever. And as far as the stuff with Ciri using the Witcher signs and the potions, yeah, that is pretty canon breaking. Based off of what I saw in the trailer, I think we might be getting an explanation for that, but still, it's canon breaking, so I totally get why people are mad. as a Witcher fan, and let me just maximize myself here. As a Witcher fan, I purposely wore my medallion for this episode. I want this to be good, but at the same time, a lot of the concerns that people are raising are valid. I might not agree with a lot of them. Exactly. There's a lot of opinions on this, and I'm not, just because I share a different opinion, it doesn't mean I'm gonna like talk, whatever. If you think this is woke garbage or whatever, you are perfectly valid with your opinion, and I'm not gonna hate you for it. I've had some great discussions with people. Some of them I disagree with, and I've had some really crappy discussions where people just go straight to the insults like freaking children, and I am just not about that life. But yeah, Tevye, I totally agree with you. This is kind of bullcrap. Oh God. So yeah. This is. I'm doing a wait and see, essentially. I'm basically waiting to see what they do. As far as like they've done all the other games with like these kind of like cinematic trailers. I'm waiting to see some gameplay because that'll be the real kicker. I did enjoy Cyberpunk. I did enjoy Phantom Liberty. But yeah, it's like the question you always ask, like, oh, do I want a new game in the series? And then someone they always say, but do you really trust modern writers? And the answer is always no. All right, Tevye says, I understand where you're coming from, and honestly, I respect your opinion. Yeah, that's all we have, our opinions. But you know what they say? Everyone's got an opinion, and they all stink. So, yeah. I think that's about done with this topic for right now. There's only so much I can go there. Yeah, I think some of the other people might be joining us shortly. I know Nick's was delayed, and I think Chris was as well. But yeah. So we'll kind of start. How's everyone been doing today? First and foremost, I'm not used to solo hosting, so this is a bit of a new thing for me. I'm kind of, a bit nervous, to be honest, but I'm holding it down as best as I can. But yeah. Oh, we just start the screen here. Let's see here. Get the chat going. So hope everyone's doing good tonight. But yeah, so we'll be talking about Christmas memories today, and I just kind of figured we're getting close to it. But before we go there, I do have some stuff to share regarding my comics. So Screecher 3 is still in the printers. It is literally in print right now. I should be hearing back from them any day now. So once that is done, they'll get shipped off to Global Comics. And we're doing that kind of in phases. But the other big one, the other big announcement I have. It's here. Okay. The other big announcement is tomorrow is my birthday. And instead of you guys giving me presents, I got one for you. Let me just zoom in here. So, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I will be releasing Turn Samurai number 4 onto Global Comics. It will go live. And yeah, you guys will be able to read it. You guys can see on the back end. It's scheduled for release, and it's going to be pretty cool, honestly. I'm really excited. As far as the Amazon release, that is to be determined at the moment. It will happen. I just got to get around to like getting files prepped and whatnot. But yeah, and as always, new releases are a patron exclusive for like the first 6-ish months. So Screecher number 3 should be like made live around May or June-ish, I think, roughly. Yeah. Thank you, Tevya. That is appreciated. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, as far as Christmas memories, I've always had like a weird relationship with Christmas. Growing up, it was kind of a big part of my life. Nowadays, not so much. Um, I guess I don't really have many people to celebrate it with, so I just kind of another day for me. But I do cling to the memories I have of my youth very well. Um, but yeah, memories can only take you so far. Um, so here in the chat, what's your guys' favorite Christmas memories? I'm just kind of waiting for some of the other co-hosts to come in and help me out. All right. Oh gosh, I am not that good at this. Oh crap, this is like a train wreck you're seeing. Um, but yeah, as far as let's just kind of talk about the Game Awards or whatnot, because I don't know. I was on Von Coleman's stream last night. Thank you, brother, for having me on. I do appreciate that, but the Game Awards itself were rather boring. It was going on way too long. It was just way too many ads, and I don't know. But yeah, as far new Turok game looked kind of interesting. Most of the stuff was like, yeah, like I know they unveiled a new Naughty Dog game, but just honestly, it looks so bland. I'm not even can't even muster up the point of caring really. Hey, Peter Venkman, thank you, Venkman Fansite. That's not till tomorrow, but appreciate it. I'm almost like hesitant to say. I'm almost hesitant to say how old I'm gonna be, but yeah. So tomorrow, on the Legend of Zelda stream, we're actually gonna be like baking a cake, because you're cook in the game. I thought, oh, it'd be kind of cute to like bake a cake in the game, be sweet, Yeah. Yeah, like I had plans, but then they kind of fell through. But yeah. The other thing about getting older is the older you get, the less meaning your birthdays will mean to you or whatever. Old enough. Yeah, pretty much. And then there's also the old adage is like, I don't get old, I level up. God. Oh, this is so awkward. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not used to hosting a stream solo. I am glad that there's people in the chat who I can at least talk to you guys. That's making things a little bit better, so thank you. Keep the comments coming. I'll respond to it. If you guys got any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them. But yeah, the other co-hosts, they kind of have their reasons. Not really, it is what it is. So I'm just trying to hold down the fort here. But yeah, I guess I'll just say it. I'll be 37 years old, even though I don't look it. Whatever. That's the ego talking. I'd say probably the funniest thing about the Game Awards was the Statler and Waldorf stuff. A bit cringe of Geoff Keighley acknowledging his. I don't know. I'm rambling here. This is such a train wreck. Oh my god. I don't even know why people are watching me right now, but I appreciate it. So, Peter Venkman fansite, what's your thoughts on the Game Awards? Did you find anything good? Find anything interesting? Yeah. All right. Okay. So, all right. I'm just trying to think of like stuff to show. All right. I'm gonna do a little show and tell here. This is like my box of my. Oh, okay. It's my savior.
Oh.
Like, oh my god. I never want to do that again.
What happened?
I was holding down the fort. I'm not used to like doing streams solo. That's why I always bring you guys in here, because you guys give me like stuff to talk about. I was literally right about to do a freaking show and tell of like my handheld King Cups, because I was trying to like kill time for you guys to get here, because I know you guys were like delayed or whatever. But thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yes. No, seriously, I am very, very grateful right now. Oh my god. So just a real quick, politics aside, what were your thoughts on the Game Awards?
I thought it was a complete waste of time. It was basically a glorified commercial collection, and nothing that they showed, save for like a Ninja Gaiden game, was even remotely interesting to me.
Yeah, that Ninja Gaiden game or whatever. Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it like normally I'd fall for the gaslighting and be like, well, maybe I'm just aging out of video games and I'm not interested in them anymore. But then I'm like, well, that one looks kind of cool. And then I look at the stuff I play, like I'm still playing video games. So it's not that I'm losing interest or I've grown out of the hobby or anything. It's just most of the shit that's coming out today is awful.
Yeah,
sorry.
And I'm the same way. Like, I still love video games. Like hell. Later that night, I was playing some Mad Max. You know, the Mad Max game?
Yeah.
Which it's literally just a reskin Just Cause. It's by the Just Cause developers, but it's kind of fun. You know, it's got that. It's kind of fun. It's got like that Mad Max edge to it. Like it's kind of an underrated gem, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people that played it, and it was recently on that Steam sale for like $2.
Yeah, that's why I got it.
Grabbing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
yep.
Chris, Chris has been very vocal about those awards are bought and paid for.
Oh yeah. The whole like it sucks because like when you see what goes on behind the scenes and then you know you're out of the industry and you see it like it's like night and day. Like most of these video games are just shams. Like the true good games, in my opinion, are the ones that I randomly find on Twitter from indie people.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, this is like my passion project, or there's like 5 or 6 guys that are just got together and made a really cool game. And I'm like, why does this not get like the love that like these like super big budget games that like play like ass get? And it's because there's politics going on, you know, or not politics in politics sense, but industry politics.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. And also, like, you know, going to older games and I play stuff. See, my thing is I love emulation. You know, Chris, you're also an emulation person.
Yes.
The problem that I have, and I've said this multiple times, is the whole game preservation argument is really stupid. It's like they're trying to like emulation is illegal. I know that. I emulate, you know.
Yeah, well, for me,
they're like pot smokers or whatever. Like, hey man, weed should be legal. I just pissed off a lot of people there.
Yeah, well, my thing is it's like I would be happy to financially support these companies if they made these products, you know, conveniently accessible. It's the Gabe Newell argument for piracy, you know.
Yeah, like it's like we've had this time and time again. Music piracy was a big thing, and then iTunes came out, and it went down. Movie piracy was a big thing until Netflix did. And as soon as all the streaming services started splintering, piracy shot up again.
Yep. That's a good observation. Like you can measure that. There's a metric for it. Like, and I honestly, like I bought all of those classic consoles. Dude, I already have those games emulated on my PC. Why the hell would I need it? Well, it's because I wanted to financially, you know, support what I like. And I like those retro games. So
yeah, my thing is like literally like there's some people like, oh, a game is lost if you can't buy it on any modern storefronts. Like, oh, Goof Troop is lost when you can literally go down to any game store and buy Goof Troop for the Super Nintendo, the cart, for like $5. You know.
Yep.
It's that kind of like word stuff. It's not helping.
Yeah, I wish the industry was less antagonistic to its customers, because yeah. I mean, we like. I want to financially like you know that the Philip J. Fry meme, or shut up and take my money. Like, I want to reward or support, because I'm a staunch capitalist, and it's like I want to support the things that I like so that they do better and I get more of it, and I don't want to support the things I don't like.
But the problem is they take advantage of it too much. Like, how many times have we seen a remake of a game comes out and the narrative of, oh, buy like a remake of Darkstalkers, whatever comes out. They're like, oh, you better buy this if you want to see more Darkstalkers games. Yeah,
and it's like, no, I'll buy the original Darkstalkers because I liked it. But if you're gonna put out some bullshit like remake or something that's like, I already own it, you know, or I have no real desire or need for it, and you're basically holding it for ransom, saying, hey, if unless you buy this crap you don't want, you'll never get more crap you want. And it's like, yeah, that's why I emulate.
Here's a perfect example. Mega Man Battle Network Collection. I'm a huge Battle Network fan. The problem is I own the ROM. I own the ROMs. I can have them on 15 different devices. What is the reason I would pay for a collection? You know? See, the problem is they keep discounting it to like to 50% off at 20, but volume 1 and 2 is 30. So it's actually $30. Like, I'm waiting for volume 1 and 2 to hit 20, and then I might get it.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's like the industry is so busy getting high off of their own farts, and they don't understand that at the end of the day, the people that they've demonized, the customers, they're the ones that are keeping the lights on at these companies. Like,
oh, did you see that one moment where they gave an award to like that one random dude? Is like, oh, I created a spreadsheet to help laid off. He literally works for Tencent.
Yeah. You know,
they lied. They literally lied.
Well, I told you well, you know, not to get too political, but like, our industry is being sabotaged from within by Tencent and other Chinese Communist Party owned companies.
Yeah.
This is what they call was it Guangxi, and it's part of their sparring partner.
And we're in the second phase now. They have put down Western game developers so much that now they can come in like Marvel Rivals.
Yep, that's exactly.
And it's so bad that even though I know this is happening, I don't care. In fact, I'll literally pour gasoline on the Western companies. And I know like it is like they've done such a good job. Like, this is a duality of man right here. Where like I know the game they're playing, and I don't care because I'm just so pissed off with how the Western company have treated me. I don't care that you're burning it down. Whatever.
That's what sucks, is it's destroying our economy. Like, we have 30,000 plus game developers that have lost their jobs since January of 2023. Those people are still not employed. So that's 30,000 people that have joined the ranks of the unemployed in our economy. And that number is just a fraction compared to everything else that's happening in our economy.
And only so many of them are going to become streamers or content creators. Because like, what else can they do? Like, okay, you work for Blizzard. Sure, there's some content there. But are you charismatic enough to hold down a live stream? Sure, they've been hired. They got some cuties there or whatever who like, oh, I worked at Blizzard. What was your job? I gave coffee.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why 10 years ago, when, the last company that I worked at, because it's volatile there. Like, when you're in the gaming industry, your employment is measured in months, and you're never able to just settle down or at least plan for something long term. So heaven forbid if you have like a relationship or a kid or a pet, even, you can't plan for that stuff, because on a whim, on a moment's notice, you're going to have to pack up all your shit and move to another country or another spot in the world. And guess what? That apartment that you're moving into probably won't accept pets, or maybe the school system's terrible, so your kid won't be, all sorts of crap. So here's
the thing. Here's the thing. The game industry has traded on the passion of people for too long. And the problem is that passion's burning out. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't know if they'll be like the next wave of game developers they'll be able to trap, but the wave after that they're not going to.
Well, look at the sales. Like, I mean, there was the study on Steam there that showed that the majority of people are playing 6+ year old games, and all of these studios are, floundering. Like, we joke about, the downfall of Ubisoft, but every one of these companies is right on the verge. They're one good failure away. Look at Sony with the hell was that game there, Concord, where it was 200 million or something. Like, that's a death sentence to a smaller company.
Okay, let's look at. I just pulled up the Steam hardware survey for November 2024. Do you want to see what the average PC is? All right. So we got people are playing in 1080. An RTX 3060. That's gone up a little bit. Yeah, that Windows 11. RAM is 16 gigs. Total hard drive space is 100. Free hard drive space is 100 to 250. Multi-monitor. This is actually kind of describing my computer.
Yeah, that's pretty close to mine.
I literally have an RTX 3060 in my laptop right now.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now, but still, all the people are still playing at 1080. That is a big deal.
Yeah, I have a 4K monitor and I play at 1080. I'd rather have performance than, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to buy a state-of-the-art 4080 or 4090 RTX to play games that are mainly 6+ years old.
All right, here are the top graphics, okay? 3060, 4060, 4060 regular, 1650. A GTX 1650 is
that's
the
GTX.
Fourth, yeah, that is, and that's risen. Yeah, like that's actually rising. How crazy is that?
Yeah, more people have. That's a 5-year-old, 10-year-old card?
Roughly, yeah.
Wow.
Anything in the 20 to 40 range, I consider reasonable. But 2060, that's when you go there. The fact that we have one. Let's see here, 1, 2 in this list so high up is alarming.
Yeah. Well, we're even seeing integrated graphics, on this list, like those Intel Iris Xes.
Though some of that may be because of Steam Deck.
Yeah.
But still, RTX 3060 laptop. That's me.
Yep.
It's literally me.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another person to join us. We have Nix.
Hello.
Hi, old Nix. We're bemoaning the state of the gaming industry. Care to join us?
I've said all I need to say about it. It's not looking good, folks.
No.
Right. But seriously, this is and my problem is you see these kind of hardware descriptions, and then you look at the system requirements for games such as Indiana Jones, and it's and the game developers thing is just get a better hardware.
Yeah. Are you going to pay $1,000 for that? Are you going to seriously invest $1,000 into playing a shitty Indiana Jones game? No.
Yeah. The game is I've seen reviews. It's okay at best. It's mid kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the point. A mid adventure game. Seriously, if you want to play a good Indiana Jones game, play Uncharted. Literally.
Yeah.
Just go play Uncharted. Heck, play Tomb Raider Survivor Trilogy is better than this. I actually like the Survivor trilogy, but that's the point.
Yeah. Well, you remember back in the day, like over a decade ago, we had the "but does it run" crisis.
Yeah.
You know, now nobody gives a shit. Like all these games are just they're so disposable now. They're forgettable. Nobody cares. In fact, more people would rather watch somebody else play it on a Twitch stream than play it themselves.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
problem is like, and if you like, me and Vaughn were talking about this during the Game Awards. All the games look the same. Like you could literally splice together elements from all these trailers, and and for the layman, it would look like the same game.
Yeah, yeah.
Not only that, like not only are these games looking the same, they're all playing the same. Like I blame Sony for this. Sony has been pushing like this standardized game design thing that you see across all their originals like Spider-Man, Horizon, Last of Us, Uncharted. You know, that kind of like over the shoulder bit of action, you know, the walking and like the you know, the walk and talk kind of thing.
Yeah.
They always have like this one acid trip level. I don't know what it is about these Sony games. They always have a weird acid trip level. I don't know why. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep. Hell, even Max Payne had an acid trip level. Man, but yeah, for me though, it just it shows like that the market went in a direction completely, like it abandoned me as a customer, and that's fine because I could be in a niche, and that's okay. The problem though is we're looking at the financials, the KPIs, the key performance indicators as they call them, and I'm not thinking I'm in the minority here. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
it's not just gaming. It's literally everything.
all media.
All these, like not just media, but companies. They're trying to go in a direction where they're like, look at Jaguar. I mean,
Oh God.
politics aside, the fact that they're banning their core customer base to do an ugly ass EV that no one is going to buy. Like EVs are on their way out. I'm not saying they're going to disappear completely, but people have realized EVs are not like the way to go. Because I'm up here in Michigan. It's currently 20 degrees. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. If 20-degree weather, I'd rather have an internal combustion engine.
Yep. Well, that, and they're so expensive in their niche. Like
The resale value, like the resale value is crap.
Well, yeah, but like, okay, so your car runs out of fuel and you have an internal combustion vehicle. You drive to a gas station, pump it full of gas. You're what, 10 minutes out of your life, if that, 5 minutes, you know, and you're out the door. Yeah. An EV, what is it, like 35, 40 an hour to like power this thing up? Like,
And you literally
who the
have
hell's
to.
got that time?
Yeah, like EVs work if you're in a city and you're just driving like a half an hour to and from work every day, or you're running around the city. It works for that. Like for that, I'll admit, it works. Like that is a use case, okay? But for like road trips, like this, that's why like EV semis are never going to be a thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it kind of makes you wonder why they would incentivize a mode of transportation that limits your range of movement, you know? And it's like, oh, they're controlling our ability to travel. Great. You know, they're doing that in England now. They charge you, like, if you don't have an electric vehicle, they have all these cameras, and I'm, you know, bless the Blade Runners that are cutting down the cameras, but like they have these cameras that'll like take your number plate or your license plate and be like, hey, you drove more than 15 miles from your house. You owe us X number of like money. And it's like, what? Because you're not driving an electrical vehicle.
See, what I love about Britain is Britain had so much media regarding it, like you know, like V for Vendetta, 1984, like all this freaking media. I'd be like, hey, Britain, don't become fascist, please, for the love of God. This is what could happen if you become fascist. And they looked at like 1984. They you know, and like V for Vendetta, be like, okay, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
This is like it's like the old adage, like, why are they using 1984 as an instruction manual rather than a warning?
Yeah, well, The World Economic Forum is part of and they're most likely pushing it in Canada and England first because they're the two most heavy-handed at authoritarianism. They're going to add a maximum lifespan to people where you actually there's only so long you can live. So if you're in your 70s and you start getting like a chronic disease or whatever, they'll just put you down. That's what they're pushing. I'm like,
Yeah.
we go from V for Vendetta to The Giver. Like, which post-apocalyptic book do you want?
I think the difference between the UK and Canada, and Nix, I'm really sorry for what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Canada is more like the US than they will ever admit.
Yeah. Be our 51st state. Yeah.
Oh God.
No, there's a lot of
Nix, as a resident Canadian, how do you feel about becoming the 51st state?
As bad as things get over here, I think we're good.
Yeah.
You hear that?
You want to be like Detroit. No, my thing is I know a lot of really great.
You have offended the Phoenix.
I know a lot of really
it's
great
okay.
Canadians, but their government is ass. I'm sorry, but
You're talking to one right now. Nix is Canadian.
Yeah,
Legit.
exactly. And it's like they're so crushed beneath authoritarianism that there really isn't anything they can do about how messed up things are at the top.
Oh God.
People get imported in, people do this, people do that, and it's like all Canadians can do is just grumble because it's not like they can, pull a 1776 on them.
I don't know.
We could. If we wanted.
I feel like I've spoken to a lot of Canadians. Nobody likes the Prime Minister there. And,
No, Trudeau.
Not a single person.
Nope.
Okay.
At least no one I've ever talked to.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about politics. We're not really supposed to be doing politics, but there was one thing that was so hilarious is the Ontario president trying to be like, we're going to actually cut off energy to Michigan. Good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that.
Considering it gets processed and refined in Texas and we have to ship it up to Canada, yeah, you play that game. We'll see who wins.
All right. That was we went a little bit farther than politics than I wanted to, but it was just so funny.
Yeah.
So, guys, you ready for Christmas?
Always.
L'chaim?
Oh. Okay. Let me be inclusive here. Let me get out my DEI handbook here.
Yeah.
So are you ready for Hanukkah? And for the is anyone for Kwanzaa, Ramadan?
See, like growing up, like I hate that we can't say Merry Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not inclusive enough. Well, then f off. Like go somewhere else.
Remember in the 90s when it was like Happy Xmas?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of the whole point of the holiday.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that person that just spent $500 at Macy's, I'm pretty sure she's not heading to like I'm pretty sure she's not rushing home to light the menorah for the night.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I got all these stockings and stuffers and all this stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna go celebrate Kwanzaa. That's how it works. No, I miss, because I grew up in a multi-faith family where, my dad was a Christian, my mother was a Jewish, and we did have Christmas to some degree, but the way that things were messed up, my mom was the one that actually had to do the Christmas stuff, even though she was Jewish. My dad was an ass. He just didn't care.
Okay. I'm being called out here, and I don't like it. But Phoenix Press, let's stop talking about politics. Also, Phoenix Press, I'm being called out here. I'm being called out. I don't like it. I'm in this picture, and I don't like it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get into the religious aspects, but being able though to have that multi-faith thing, I loved the feeling of when we were in school and we did Christmas decorations and Christmas cards, and the classrooms all decorated their door. Like we had contests, like who had the most Christmas themed door or whatever. And I, being the artsy kid, they always had me do like draw Santa Claus, draw this, and I'm like, oh,
Like
okay.
everything would be done up for Christmas. Like your town would have garland
Yeah.
all around. You'd have some lights, or like your town would have like a Christmas tree. So like there'd be like
Yeah.
traditions. Like you'd have like a Christmas parade. You'd go down that to every year. You know,
It wasn't a holiday. They did this holiday shit. Yeah, that needs to go. It's Christmas, guys. Like, take it from the Jew. Like,
So this is Christmas.
yeah. Like, remember all the Christmas like specials? Like all of the like the sitcoms and TV shows had like the Christmas episode, and like then we got all those Rankin Bass stop motion animation.
I mean, they
Christmas
still
specials.
air them, or like the Peanuts.
Yeah, and the cart was it Frosty the Snowman? Like those were awesome.
Yeah.
But no, that's not inclusive enough. Well, guess what? Hell is very inclusive. So why don't you go there?
Here's the thing. Christmas doesn't care who you are. You can be black. You could be gay. You could be Bunny Girl Nicks. We don't care. You can celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, dude, you could be a fat Korean Jew, and
That's
celebrate,
fine. Fine, Chris. I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you worship a different god. Come here, have Christmas dinner with us. Here,
Yeah.
we got you a present.
Yeah, it's their personal like this is what sucks when you try to force multiculturalism. Like, just appreciate cultures for like this is their culture. Don't change it. You know what I mean? And it sucks growing up. Like I grew up in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. And I know if Jared were here, he'd be like, "Hello, fossil." But like that is the culture that I grew up in. And that's not my culture now. Like that's not the culture anymore. It feels like it got stolen from me.
And the thing is, that's not to say other people can't celebrate other holidays. And
Yeah, go right ahead.
And like, let's say you have an area that's predominantly different like religion. Like for example, Dearborn,
Yeah,
majority
it's all
Muslims.
Yeah,
It's
go right
majority
ahead.
Muslim. So the fact that they don't have Christmas stuff there totally makes sense because the majority of people are not Christian; they're Muslim.
Yeah. And if I was
perfectly
driving
fine.
through there, well, if I was driving through there and they had like all these like Eid celebrations and stuff, more power to them. I'm not Muslim and I never will be. But you do you. You like Eid, then go have fun with that. Or Diwali, if you're Indian and you want to celebrate like some, do your thing. I'm not going to tell you to say, well, it's happy holidays because Easter and Ramadan and, or freaking Passover or whatever are all fall in that same area. No, dude, do you.
Common courtesy is, and this is to me, it's like, you worship whoever you want to. I'm going to worship whoever I want to. Let's just not tell people how to live our lives,
Yeah. I mean, if you're not paying my bills, then you have no jurisdiction over telling me how to live my life.
All right, Chris. I'm going to start paying your bills so I can tell you what to do.
Yeah. My water bill was paid by this one Nick. What the hell?
Yes, you're now a Christian. Go buy a cross.
I got converted. Converted in my bathtub.
You got converted. You got converted by a new convertible.
Yeah. This letter says, "I hereby pay your water bill for the next month, so that you must be a Christian for the following 30 days or whatever." But yeah, it just sucks though. Like seeing everything that I enjoyed as a kid being changed to placate people who don't want to like play ball. They're not tolerant of our stuff. So why should we be tolerant of theirs?
And I think that's the. Sorry, Nick, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it's kind of funny. We're talking about all these different cultures with their celebrations and whatnot. Japan celebrates Christmas and a very, very,
KFC, everybody!
very
KFC!
small, very small, like margin of their population is actually Christian or Catholic. They still celebrate it, and they've got the best celebration of all. They eat KFC for Christmas.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm moving to freaking Japan, man.
All right. Let me. All right. I have to show people.
You got a Japanese KFC commercial?
I'm looking it up right now.
Hongere tabemasu ka?
No, nani! See, the key to like the Japanese throat thing, you got to do it from the throat. Noni. Okay. All right. Okay.
Merry Christmas! Let's party! ケンタッキーのクリスマスパッククリスマスケンタッキーにしない
Okay, that's just adorable.
Called it.
That is adorable.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah. And yet we're supposed to now dumb down or water down our culture and say happy holidays and like put on this like bland pasty, like what was that South Park episode where like they had the Christmas special and it needed to be the all-inclusive Christmas pageant and they renamed it.
Guys, I'm sorry, we're talking about Japanese Christmas commercials. I have to play this.
Ooh. サンタさん来るかな？来るかな？
Sub-Zero!
セガサターンシロ
セガタ三四郎からのプレゼント三四郎ディスクもついている
セガサターン
Alright.
This man is a legend.
That's Kamen Rider Ichigo, you pleb. That is like the original Kamen Rider. That is literally Superman. That is Japanese Superman right there. That is the Japanese Christopher Reeve. Have some freaking respect.
Well, he was the mascot for anything Sega Saturn. Remember when he had the giant Sega Saturn on his back?
Yeah,
he's like hiking up Mount.
Remember when he's...
It's how I know him though, as like the Sega dude.
Also, I love how he has a relationship with Sakura from Sakura Wars, and they even like referenced it in like they added him to Project Cross Zone 2.
Oh.
All right. Let's get some comments going. Let me try and change the topic back to games at least. Look at the Sega game. Leave Suit Larry, Duke Nukem, Dead or Alive, and Tekken 2. Yeah. Yeah. To be fair. Yeah. I was actually surprised. The specs for Rebirth on PC were surprisingly fair. Honestly, like I was expecting it to be like overblown, but it was decent. Honestly, McDonald's commercials from Japan. Yeah. Oh yes, the ones that caused all the fervor.
Yeah,
they were really cute. Honestly,
yeah, I agree. Yeah,
there's a bit of a non-controversy going on because of the family from that first one, with the little girl and the mom with red hair. The people are trying to say that the woman cheated on the father because he's got brown hair. So how does their kid have red hair? I'm like, if you not see the mom, she's literally right there.
Wow, somebody really wants to like piss in someone's Cheerios. Like,
okay, so since
the NTR people do not. They keep trying to infringe on everything.
Okay, so since we're talking about like. By the way, a lot of this is probably going to get copyrighted post stream. So if you're listening to this on the VOD, I do apologize.
Jingle bells, Santa smells, Christmas really stunk. I got nothing that I like, my gifts were all just junk. Boxes full of clothes, CDs no one knows. When I wanted something for my Nintendo 64, Zelda's great, Turok 2, South Park would be fine. How about Rogue Squadron? That game should be mine.
Make up for a lame Christmas. Get the hits you missed on N64.
Mom and Dad, I'm so...
Oh god. That is a tradition for me. I watch that every Christmas.
You know, I looked it up and because I didn't realize this at the time. The N64 was a rich man's console. There was some preserved like flyers from like Toys R Us and stuff that were showing the price differences between the cartridge-based N64 games and the cheaper to produce disc-based games for the PS1. And wow, It was like $70 for like a N64 game, and that same game was like $40 or $45 or $49 or something. Yeah, see?
All right. Well, and this is the problem I have whenever like the game price thing comes up, they always quote like the N64 games. You notice how they always conveniently forget to mention the PS1 games during this time.
Yeah. See, it's like $50, like and 40.
Yeah. Okay.
And then N64 was like $70 for the same games.
All right. Nice. So this is I'm looking at stuff. This is a game aisle circa 1999.
Oh man.
Oh God, look at that. Okay. All right, one sec.
Game Boy. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna download this so we can like zoom in and shit. I need to like zoom in and Hans.
Yeah. Back
like
to the left.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all. All right. We're gonna look at this.
Quadrant 4.
All right. So let's take a look here.
Is that Game Boy? Yeah, just standard Game Boys. Oh no,
yeah,
Game Boy Color.
Yeah. So this is from 1999. Let's see here. There's no Pokemon here. That's weird.
I'm seeing a lot of tiled games. Like it's like the same 4 games just tiled over and over.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, so they got the Game Boy Color, so it's clearly,
That's a cool one too, the purple transparent one.
Oh God, yeah, that's one that I had.
Nice.
Yeah, both nice.
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah,
God, they have. Oh, jeez, I have to show you this. This is they have Super Nintendo games still on sale. Imagine
in 99.
Yeah, look at that.
Man.
Kirby Superstar Ultra, Mario RPG. God.
Tetris 2.
Oh. Yeah, those are some Game Boy Color games right there. Why do they take that weird angle? Like, you can see the boxes.
Yes, yeah.
There's the N64. Oh God. Like, just some, like, people don't, like, that's one of those things. Like, I think people forget, like, the displays we used to have for a lot of these games.
I know. I was really tempted to buy one of these displays off of eBay. Like, just, have that up in my game room.
Really?
Yeah, they had one for, was it the Nintendo Wii? I think it was. And it had, like, the 2 little shelves with the amiibo. No, couldn't have been the Wii then. Maybe it was the Wii U. But I was like, oh, that looks gorgeous. And then I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think I have $300 for it.
All right, so here's a Toys R Us ad for 1997.
97. So that's before. Is that before the N64, or did the N64?
After.
Oh, okay.
That's the year of my birth.
Oh God, I'm old. I'm freaking old. All right, let's.
Also, can I just point out that in the Nintendo ad, they say Zelda's great, and then they say South Park would be fine. Like, even the commercial, they were trying to oversell how that game to you. They're like, yeah, it's kind of trash, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It won't hurt you. It won't make you sick. But...
No, what you got to realize is average standards and practices to advertising. You can't lie for an ad.
Yeah. God.
We're wrong, though. Zelda is great.
Yeah, and
Rose
South
Garden
Park
too.
Was. Okay.
and Blitz would be just fine.
Yeah.
Oh God.
God, this is before the video games took over.
Oh God, the R Zone.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
That was such trash.
Yeah, now you can play those little hard to see LCD games on a red thing sticking in front of your face.
Oh God. Oh, those vortex balls were really fun. I love those.
Yeah, they used to scream when you threw them.
Like, oh God, yes. Oh, Lego Island. People still rave about that game.
Oh wow. These are all Windows-based games.
Yeah, Shadows of the Empire. Not bad.
$50.
Play-Doh. Clue. Star
Wars Monopoly.
Before the dark times.
Yeah. Back when it was legit Star Wars.
Yeah. I realize that's even before the prequels. Like, this is Star Wars trilogy. Not Star Wars Saga. Not Skywalker Saga. Just Star Wars trilogy.
Yep. back when things were in order.
Oh, remember the laser tag fad of the late 90s?
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah, that was funny.
Wow.
I love how it's like we're getting like all these toys and they're just like bat balls.
Yeah.
Oh god.
For more than $5, less than 10.
Yeah.
Also, happy Friday the 13th, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Nobody have sex today. Nobody have sex. Or else Jason will come and get you. Nobody have premarital sex tonight.
God, could you imagine a Friday the 13th in No Nut November?
Oh,
you'd be doubly screwed over.
No. Imagine a Friday the 13th on December 1st.
Wait, what?
No. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's a toy vacuum.
Yeah, there's toy vacuums nowadays too, but they're a lot less realistic looking.
Yeah. Why don't we just give your kid a real vacuum and put him to work?
Oh, these are the gifts you give. The aunt gives the kids of the sister they don't like.
Yeah, that's like a birthday gift that nobody wants.
Oh god.
Like, activity parts. Yeah.
Hey, also I love like dating organizer.
Yeah, now we have an iPhone for that. Oh god. Now you can make ugly jewelry. God, that thing was $209 back in '97. That thing's probably like $500 now.
Yeah. You probably have to replace the battery, but yeah.
Oof.
Let's see here. Oh, costumes.
Halloween costumes.
Look at how cheap they are.
Yeah.
Way cheaper than anything these days.
Yeah.
Well, then, like,
Batman.
Look at that Batman, Mr. Freeze. Hercules.
Yes.
Hercules. Oh, there's Darth Vader. Like, look at like the.
Oh, keep the greed away.
Diversity.
Diversity.
I gotta clip that. I gotta clip that. Okay, so if there was never inclusion and diversity up until current year, we literally had a black kid that's a cripple in an Eminem costume in '97, dude.
The only okay, I just gotta look. The only black male is also a cripple.
Cripplified.
Yeah, this was '97. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Tic tac toe, 3 in a row. Barney got shot by G.I. Joe. Mama got stuck on the doctor. Doctor said, "Ooh, Barney's dead." Sorry. Oh my god.
Hey, there's another diversity. Oh. We got a mermaid that can't swim.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got the fun size. Man. Yeah, I'm not seeing this lack of diversity, 30 years ago that we've been told existed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Scream was out in '97? Holy crap.
Yeah. Let's see here. So this was probably around Halloween. Oh, Sunny Day Elmo. I was wondering if that was because I think '97 was Tickle Me Elmo, the year Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah, is that Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh my god, the Mighty Duck. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
And they got
still a team.
So they got Batman and Robin. They're still selling Batman Forever toys.
Yep. Back
Back when they didn't have Ollies to dump all their shit at.
Yep.
Oh my god, those Jurassic Park toys were so cool in the 90s. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh,
Liar, liar.
Wow,
Wow, VHS. This is before the DVDs became mainstream.
Yeah, in 97, DVDs existed, but they were like rich people toys.
Yeah. Wow. I
Sing
almost
along.
used to go back to this.
Sing along FM radio cassette recorder.
Oh god, I
Ooh,
used to have
cassettes.
one of not that one specifically. I used to have something like that though.
Oh my god, Double Trouble. I've actually seen that
The Olsen
movie.
twins.
I've seen so
Warriors-
many ads for that. You have no idea. Growing up,
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Warriors of Virtue. I just
Yeah, the
that's one,
Kangaroo
like-
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
it was such a weird movie.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
In the water. Oh yeah,
Okay,
here we
this-
go. So, Genesis does $14 or $15.
I mean, that's a good deal for Genesis games in 97.
Yeah.
Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures. I do like that game.
Did you see what they did with Pac-Man?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Also, did you see in the Game Awards? The new Pac-Man game is pretty much like when you realize, oh, the secret level episode was an advertisement for that game.
Yeah, that was terrible. It was like, what does this have to do with Pac-Man? Like,
It should not be that hard to just make a little yellow half pizza, most of a pizza.
waka,
But just let them go waka waka
Waka,
all
waka,
over
waka,
the
waka.
screen.
waka.
Also, I love how the Super Nintendo games are like $20.
Or go
Yeah.
the semi-modern route of giving him like an actual
Yeah.
character design, like they used to do. Little
Yeah.
Pac-Man Adventures.
Yeah, the Smash Brothers one. He's got.
Oh my
legs.
god, they're still
Yeah,
selling
well-
Virtual Boy games.
It's because they based his design off of like there's the original
Oh.
Pac-Man, then they had a bunch of other games. One was for like the DS or the 3DS or something, but he actually had like arms and legs and a face. They had to get rid of Mrs. Pac-Man though because of
Right.
rights issues. Yeah, massive
Oh.
rights issues.
The superior Pac-Man game, by the way.
Oh, Chris,
Legit.
they're trying to get rid of. Oh yes, I love Miss Pac-Man. I simp for Miss Pac-Man. I mean, have you seen that lady gobble dots? I'd like her to gobble something else. Gobble these nuts.
Yeah.
Sorry, that had to be said. But Chris, Virtual Boy for $30.
Yeah, they couldn't give
It's
that
a
thing
super
away.
deal.
Yeah. Regularly $170.
Oh look, Dizzy Dryer.
Oh, what the hell is that? Like Mr. Potato Head, or no? Was that one the Mr. Bucket?
Oh
Like,
god.
what the? Jesus, that's nightmare fuel right there.
Oh god.
Bendy
What
Wendy looks like a
the
garbage pail kid.
shite?
Oh, who remembers these books? I remember these books.
All the other the speaking or the see and say or whatever. Like you
Yeah.
take a little pen and it speaks it. Yeah, that was a cool tech.
Oh, look at that. Kid's first camcorder.
Originally $100. That is a super deal. $50 for one of those things back in the day. Damn.
Yeah. One man jam guitar. Wow,
Oh,
that
damn. That looks awesome. Street
it
hockey.
does.
Street hockey
Oh!
for the table.
RC cars. Oh god, I always wanted one of those as a kid.
What the? Yeah.
Yeah, so that was oh god, that was a blast from the past.
Yeah, no PlayStation or N64 games, which was weird.
Yeah. And that was 97. That was well into that was an archive.org thing. All right. N60. Where are the Ninja Turtle toys at? See, by 97, Turtles was not really a popular brand in 97.
It was slowly becoming irrelevant, not helped by the amount of weird, I don't want to say off-brand, but they felt like off-brand toys that they do.
Well, yeah, the thing is, 97 was kind of the next mutation era. Because like the Turtles, the cartoon ended in like 95, 96. And then like you had Next Mutation for one season. Turtles didn't really become relevant again until the 2000s cartoon.
And that came out in 2003, so.
Yeah, that definitely had. All right, here we go. I gotcha.
Oh boy. So yeah, these are $60. $150 system, $60. And $70 for the 3D hockey game.
Yeah, that is insane.
Does anyone else remember when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tried to start their own rock band?
Yes! It's Out of the Shell tour. they
used another one too, but I don't remember what it's called.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go!
No.
The song Pizza Power from that World Tour rock concert thing is actually the same song. They ended up using it for Ninja Turtles in Time in the arcade.
Wow.
So it's like, wow. Oh no, I can't escape it.
I kind of vaguely remembered hearing about it from like kids on the playground, typically like older kids back in the day. And then it kind of faded into obscurity in my mind. And then I saw Phalus's videos on them, and I was like, wow, this was a thing. Whose dorky idea was that?
Yeah, Ninja Turtles, you can count on us.
Or Splinter Song, Skipping Stones, and I'm like, how are these kids?
Oh god!
Like kids turned into potato bugs from all of the cringe. Like, they're all curled into themselves.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, you guys ready for Nostalgia Bomb?
Oh.
Leonardo, the Katana Blade. My gosh! Raphael, the Don't run into all kids! And Michelangelo, the new Shackles.
Radical! And master of the Willing Pizza.
Hey, who had the pepperoni ice cream? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Do you notice? Like the toys don't resemble the cartoon in any way, shape, or form, so it's a very weird juxtaposition.
They resemble the comics turtles more than the shows. And
Yep.
it's weird.
The mutant.
Yeah.
Also, I love how the dad from Fresh Prince is the voice of Shredder.
Yeah, Uncle Carl. Yeah.
I turned the sound off so that we don't get as bad
So,
copyright.
fun fact about Little Nix: my younger brother was a huge Ninja Turtles fan back when he was really young. So whenever I'd go to visit him and my mom, there'd be like a crap ton of Ninja Turtle stuff, like toys and figurines. He had the baby Ninja Turtles. He had like Gladiator Ninja Turtles, Spacefaring Ninja Turtles. And like a variety I don't even recall. And like none of the sets were complete because like he was like a 4 to 5 year old kid. So of course not. But it was so weird seeing all these different versions of the Ninja Turtles, and all I could think was, you aren't the Ninja Turtles, you're just cheap imposters.
Well, I was surprised to see that Ninja Turtles originated in my state of New Hampshire. Like when I went to that Comic-Con. Ah! Best frozen fan!
Cowabunga it is, Mother Ducker!
Dude, that's going to be my new portrait.
That's a terrifying jump scare waiting to happen.
Oh, dudes! I just love the Old West when things are wild and woolly and turtles are really turtles. Crazy Cowboy Don is as rough and tough as they come. Sword Scout Raph is scouting things out. Bandito Bustin' Mike always bashes the bad guys. And Chief Leo, leader of the turtle tribe, is a real man.
That's not racist at all! That is not racist whatsoever.
I love it.
Me too. I want 5.
Hey, well, yeah.
It's turtle. Yeah, I just love the Wild West. Of course, I don't like it too wild. Oh, it takes a good rider to handle them rocking horses.
Where did his shell go? He didn't have a shell. He was just like a weird lizard guy.
Oh God!
Don't ruin the magic by pointing out.
Don't ask questions. Yeah.
I mean, we can't talk about the turtles without mentioning. Okay, let me pull it up. All right, I gotcha. But for a 90s kid, this is the most mind-blowing crossover ever.
Until you realize that it's the lesser version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Also, we talk about like put a chick in it, make her lame and gay.
They put tits on a turtle. Like, that is so off-putting and weird.
And there was a weird love triangle between her and Raph and Leonardo, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, God.
Like,
Yeah,
why?
Why? Oh, God. See, this would be like Pokemon and Digimon having a crossover in 1999.
Yeah.
It's literally on that level.
Yeah. What I found weird was their mouths never synced to when they were talking. And half the time they were just showing their teeth and not saying anything, like the mouths weren't moving. And I'm like, how do you go from the awesome puppetry of the Jim Henson movie in the first film?
Budget.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's like going to Disney World and seeing, like, I remember when I was a kid and I saw Goofy or Mickey Mouse or something, and I'm like, that's not Goofy! That's a guy in a costume! I was like 3. Man.
I mean, have you seen the current state of the suits?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
like, you want some nightmare fuel. Like, oh god. Alright, so I found the torso. It actually doesn't look too bad. That doesn't work.
The face, it's all the nose and everything. It's just the big exposed teeth and hardware. And the eyeballs poking out.
Freaky stuff, really.
Cowabunga,
yeah, like
it is.
Man. Yeah, you want to see a Terminator endoskeleton with a Ninja Turtle, like, vestiges of flesh clinging to it?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm looking at this right now. Like, mommy, please come pick me up. I'm scared.
Five Nights at Freddy's, mother. Yeah, look
at that shit. Oh my god.
It's like a zombie turtle.
Terrifying. Ah. Also, so okay. Like a couple of weeks ago, my grandfather went to the store, picked up to pick up groceries, right? He comes back, because we have the kids, with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza.
What? So, kids, don't do drugs. Please. Please, for the love of God, do not do drugs.
Yeah, that's how you look.
He's got like herpes on his face.
So sometimes it pays to not accept the free hug.
Yeah, okay, so it's called the it's from Great Value. It's mega we got the Mega 4 cheese, and it's supposed to be the Nickelodeon 2012 Turtles being like represented on, but it's very clearly the 1980s Turtles.
Huh.
Oh no.
Like the one from the original cartoon.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
get that
big
pizza.
eyes.
It is absolutely horrible.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Right?
Pizza's pretty hard to mess up. So if you mess
It
up
should
a pizza,
be.
yeah.
First of
You're
all, it's
trying.
a square pizza.
What?
Yeah.
Only Little Caesars can get away with that.
So, internet cut out, and the last thing I heard is how we went from awesome puppetry. Jim Henson. That's how. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh God, look at that.
Yeah. Wait. Why is she?
Nix, if we were on Discord right now, I'd have you be bonking me. Like, oh my God, look at that.
That is so wrong.
On so many levels. What?
Yeah,
Why
they
the
left
fuck
the
would you
tits.
do that?
They left the tits. They left the busts on the bust. Like, that's so wrong.
That's horrifying to look at. Like, genuinely horrifying. That's somehow even worse. He looks like a crack addict.
Derpy derp.
Oh my God, this is so much fun. This is
Mikey's been hitting the pipe a little too hard.
But they flush down the sewer these days. Oh boy.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah, that's a little disturbing.
But yeah, so what are some of your guys' favorite Christmas memories? And chat, please let us know let us know as well. What are some of your favorite Christmas memories? Nix, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't remember what age I was, but I vividly remember one Christmas, and this was something my grandmother did to me all the time. But one specific Christmas, I got a lot of underwear and socks, and for whatever reason, my grandmother, and I was like, not a teenager yet, but like we'll say early tween, and I was like, oh great, socks and underwear, awesome, First words out of that woman's mouth as soon as I had set them aside is, no, pick them back up and show everyone what you got.
Oh.
I love my grandmother more than anything in this world, aside from my nieces. But goddamn woman, what the fuck?
No, Grandma. I'm not going to show my undies to creepy Uncle Phil.
No, thankfully we don't have any family like that. But yeah, that's not a universal constant. I think that's mostly just an American thing.
Oh, Nix. Nix has got to get in those digs. She's got to do her patriotic duty and diss America.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Another great memory is when I woke up one year and got Cowboys versus Aliens under this little tree that I kept in my room. But turns out my grandmother had made a mistake and put my Bayonetta game in my her husband's side of the bed, because she had wrapped the gifts up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because a DVD and a video game box are very similar looking,
Yep.
she had mixed them up and given me the Cowboys versus Alien DVD she'd bought for him, and given him the Bayonetta game she'd bought for him.
Oh no!
Not a big deal, because we just kind of switched it back quietly, pretend like, oh no, Santa just kind of made a noopsie.
Yeah.
See, that's the other thing I love is as a kid, you're like, oh man, socks and underwear, not again. And then as an adult, you're like, oh cool, socks and underwear.
Yeah, things I don't have to buy. Woo!
All right,
You're telling me last Christmas my aunt, because I was really needing new bedding, and my aunt went out and bought me like $50 frog bedding. It was a little too big for my bed, but I made it work. It's the best thing ever. Now it's all dirty.
Nice. Oh.
But I loved it.
All right,
well loved, we'll say.
So the commenters. So we got my favorite Christmas memories. I don't know. I hate Christmas really for a long while. I guess, yeah. I've seen that with like a lot of people where like they have a favorite relative who's like who loves Christmas, and then when they die, their love of Christmas dies with them.
Yeah.
I have an aunt that was like that, where after I think her father died actually around Christmas. She became quite the Grinch.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is the holidays, you know, if you don't have that support network or whatever, the holidays do become the most depressing or the saddest part.
Oh,
you know,
trust me, I know. I really don't have family to celebrate with Christmas. I'm going to get dark here for a moment, so I apologize. If I ever were to do the unthinkable, it would probably be on Christmas Day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I said I would go dark.
Damn.
So anyway,
Yeah.
on to the next comment. Fell asleep waiting for Santa, then woken up by my parents to a present of my very first console, the NES. And TMNT for the first. That is a good game to start your collection with. The TMNT games on the I'm sorry, the Whiplash.
Although the TMNT is going to get up to the dam level and then stay at that dam level for like the rest of the year.
For all eternity.
Yeah.
Oh gosh darn it! What is it about water levels in games?
I know. Yeah.
So Nick, do you find the water temple challenging?
In which Zelda game?
Ocarina of Time.
Honestly, not entirely. Like, yeah, it can get a little confusing, especially for me because my internal map is piss poor in real life and especially in video games. But honestly, like, I only have to pull up a guide like maybe once or twice when I play. 3 times if my brain's especially gone down the drain. But honestly, it's not as difficult as people make it out to be.
Yeah, I believe the modern consensus is it's more tedious than challenging nowadays.
Yeah. And anyone who goes through the 3DS version and has the arrows, you are ashamed to your kind.
Turn in your gamer credit.
Your ancestors look upon you with shame and despair.
Dishonor
their
upon
blood
you.
has become so
Dishonor
weak.
upon your mom. Dishonor upon your cow.
Yeah.
You are weak,
You
and
are
your
pathetic.
ancestors weep upon your visions of you.
May you not breed and not continue your bloodline.
But like seriously, I think honestly for me specifically, Majora's Mask's Water Temple is a little more challenging, but that's only until you kind of figure out the pathways and like the trick to like I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid and I had to play the water that water temple, I'd have a guide going, and we had dial up.
Oh damn!
So I lived in the backwoods territory, out in the boonies. Dial-up was all we could get at the time.
Oh yeah, like honestly, for any like 2000s kid, the 2 websites were GameFAQs and CC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cheat Code Central.
Yeah.
GameFAQs is still around. Like you get those like 1,500 like GameFAQs, just like a wall of like of like notepad text. It would tell you everything you needed to know, but it was in a long format.
In very specific detail, which little kid Nix really is thankful for because I am still a big fucking dumbass. So, but honestly, I really appreciated that little extra mile that they go and they'd spell out the name of the game and like with like random binary, I guess.
Yeah.
You'd call it.
ASCII art.
Yeah, it was. You know, they don't have to do that, but it's
what
nice.
I've always loved about like strategy guides. Like strategy guides, like especially for games like that, where they have the maps. One sec, let me let's see here. All right, I will be right back. Well, I'll still be able to hear you and talk. So I'm gonna go grab a strategy guide from the shelf.
Strategy guides.
Dude, I love them. I still have a few actually.
I used to collect them because they had amazing art in them.
That was pretty much the same thing for me too. All right, this one will do. Let's see here. I guess I got Last Express, Arcanum, Morrowind, Untold Legends, World of Warcraft, and FF Tactics Advance, and Golden Sun.
How useful is a World of Warcraft strategy guide when the game changes so much?
I mean, I think I got those. I got those for like free. I just never bothered to get rid of them, really.
Man.
I mean, if you're playing vanilla, well, I don't know, patches. All right, so this is going to make a lot of people happy. I still have my Golden Sun strategy guide.
Nice.
And yeah, like stuff like this.
Yeah, like that's just pleasant to look at.
Yeah, it's pleasant to look at. The other thing that I always loved is for RPGs, like for example, if you're playing Pokemon back in the day, the tables in the background with like all the items, like the ones that had all the items and the swords. Like I remember even as recent as like Pokemon X and Y. Also, here's a list of all the synergy and like all the effects on it. You know, it's like a walkthrough and it shows you like okay, this goes here, this goes here, you know. Yeah, those are really useful. What the ones that I always loved is Pokemon always used to put out like a Pokédex guide, which is like a more of like a pocketbook that had all the Pokemon of that generation, and it listed like their the when they evolved, the moves they learned. It was a very, very good guide, especially if you're breeding Pokemon or like trying to raise Pokemon. It was indispensable.
Man.
Nowadays, I just go into Pokemon DB.
Yeah, it's all like the internet just kind of did away with all books, like pretty much.
Yeah. See, for me, there's a bunch of websites, but when it comes to my preferred Pokemon website, I prefer Pokemon DB because I like how clean the interface is. It's very easy to get to the information. Like, here's Charmander. Let's just say moves learned. And they have it listed by generation. Let's say Gen 2. And then it's Gold, Silver, and Crystal. You have all this information right here. Look how quickly I got to this specific information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really well put together.
Yeah, it is.
UX win.
Yeah, like this is very, very, very nicely done. Game mechanics. Versus, I am not a fan of Bulbapedia. I'm sorry. Like, look at this. Let's just do the same one. Let's just look up Charmander. This is you have all this. Essentially, yeah. Like, let's just do the same thing. Let's do for move sets. So now I need to look at where, like, I don't even know where they have moves listed. To be fair, it's hard to see. Learn set. Okay. See what I mean? Like Generation 9. I have to scroll down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, come on, guys. Learn set by leveling up. Like,
yeah,
dude.
You just illustrated the value of a UX designer. My job.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, sir. Explain.
No, you gave two examples of the same information, and you explained how one was right at your fingertips, and it was easier to both understand and access. And it's the same information. I mean, those two weren't really displaying anything different. It was just how it was presented, and that's what a UX designer does for a web design company. A lot of engineers don't think like they don't think customer. They say they do, but it's part of a UX designer's position is to role play, essentially, to be that customer and be like, how do I access this? And then query a bunch of people, query a bunch of users, and see if they have any user pains. Be like, I'm going to put you through a user exercise. Tell me all the movesets of Charizard, and then observe them trying to find the information that you asked them to obtain, and watch them get all pissed off and be like, I can't find it. I got to dig through like 20 pages, and
Yeah.
So that was a pretty cool exercise there.
Yep. So right now, I am looking at. All right. So this is the Cerebi page. This is another like popular Pokemon site. This one is a little bit better. Like Gen 4 decks. Like the UI is a little more usable, but it's kind of an eyesore. It's like a It's
the
usable.
Color scheme alone.
It's functional, but to me, it suffers from just throwing a lot at you at once.
Yep.
Like I can get to the information. I can get what I need done. But it's a little more of a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever heard of the term analysis paralysis?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Or choice paralysis.
Yeah, that's what that it inundated you with more information. There's no direct calls to action, and there's no explicit information. You're essentially dumped everything, and you're expected to dig through it yourself.
Yeah, that's why I
Where
love.
do I go?
That's why I love Pokemon DB because it's nice and clean.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Apricot use Cerebi. I am a Pokemon fan. That's what I use. But like,
Man.
yeah, even just look at like the homepage. Like, okay, it's got some new stuff. Fair enough. Popular quick links, and then it's got these, and then search bar.
Yeah.
Bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, designed for your majority use case and make it as easily accessible as possible. Like, why do people come to Pokemon Database? Put that information up front and give them the easiest access to it.
Yeah, that's why I use this site over anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got onto this. We were just
I know. I'm like all talking shop over here.
We were talking about the water temple in Zelda.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I brought up the strategy guides. I think I mentioned Pokemon. Oh God. See, this is why we're called the Friday Night Frenzy. Topics are a guideline to us.
Yeah. I don't know. I love old strategy guides because, like I was saying earlier, like the art in them, a lot of times you'll get like concept art or promotional images that, yeah, like you wouldn't see that outside of these strategy guides, or like maybe buried in a manual or something, and it might be in black and white instead of color.
Yeah, and what I like about these strategy guides is, like, a lot of them are very well put together. Like,
yeah,
like some of these are like especially the Nintendo ones. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
Prima guide, but
Oh, yeah.
like the Nintendo Power strategy guides were always nicely made. And also it's like you could just read them and it's like you're reading the game. That's that kind of.
Yep. Yeah, I would spend hours just checking it out. Like, sometimes I had strategy guides for games I didn't even own. It's like this. Yeah, I had Ninja Gaiden 2. It was a Nintendo strategy guide, and I didn't even have an NES. I just liked reading the strat stuff because it had like little story excerpts and little art. Like, whoever the artist was made like art in there, and I was like, this is freaking badass. It even had a 2-page fold out of like what ninjas like. This is called Kusari Katabira. It's the chainmail armor that ninjas wear, and then you can chop a tree down and look at the rings in the tree and use that as a compass, and how to tell the time of the day by looking at a cat's eyes. Like,
I really think the golden era of strategy guides is probably the PS2 era. Like, during the PS1 era, strategy guides were really strong, but they really came to their own during the PS2 era. They existed during the PS3 era, but by the PS4 era, they were really
the web internet took them out.
I think they're like they survived. Like, I think there's some strategy guides, like Breath of the Wild has a strategy guide, but that was more just like a, hey, here's a bonus for the collector's edition kind of thing.
Yeah. I have the Breath of the Wild strategy guide. Yeah, God, now that you mention it, yeah, I've got it's a hardcover book with a golden foil like sword and design on the front of it.
I think the thing that really killed strategy guides was not necessarily the internet, because the internet existed for looking up help as early as the late 90s. I think it was really
games.
It was YouTube. It was YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Because how many times where it's like, okay, I need to look up this part. So you go onto YouTube, you look at a walkthrough, you do a silent walkthrough. Because the last thing I want to hear is when I'm looking over the part, I want to hear, "Hey guys, how you doing? It's episode 32 of my wild and wacky place." Like, no, shut up.
Hey, before I show you how to get this piece, let me talk to you about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh God, no!
No, anything but that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I have to say this: since Breath of the Wild was brought up, I don't want to give them too much credit, but I will give credit where it's due. Shout out to Polygon, because oh my god, their guides have been extremely helpful for the shrine stuff.
God, yeah, I've used those too. Those are really helpful.
Because, like, they dumb it down just enough that you can get it without feeling like a total dumbass.
Okay, Nix. I give you permission to bonk me tomorrow for what I'm about to say. So you're saying they dumb it down enough so that even you can understand it?
Yeah.
Oh,
actually. But they've also Polygon's guides. I've only ever used their Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, and Animal Crossing guides. And the Animal Crossing guide I used to figure out which art pieces were real and fake, because I wouldn't know if I didn't have something to go off of, because I'm not quite familiar with these art pieces. So it's kind of, especially for like a game that's made specifically for kids. I know Japan's different, but like, you guys really expect kids are going to understand these classical art
if
references?
Mona Lisa is giving you the finger, I think it's pretty safe to assume it's fake.
I don't know, man. But yeah, no, like, and a lot of the differences are usually like subtle enough that you might not catch them.
So you're saying that the dress is pink?
Was it pink and gold? No, was it gold and blue? Or
I like how Nyx is just nope, not going there.
It was black and blue, and it was gold and white, but it's because it was the same dress. It was just in different lighting.
Yeah.
And Nyx will make anyone black and blue if they say different.
No, that was the official answer given. It is the same dress. It's just that it looked different in different lighting.
Can I just say, of all the like internet obsessions, what color the dress is the weirdest one, because it's kind of like oddly wholesome in a way.
Yeah.
Like
Not
we're arguing about a dress color. Of all the things to argue about, like,
Well,
okay, I'd rather people argue about a dress color than politics.
Well, have you ever heard of the Laurel Yanny test?
No.
Oh God, yes.
I think you can find it on YouTube, but it's based on how old you are. You hear a different sound because of the high pitched frequencies versus the low pitched ones, and it's a voice and it says a word. And if you're older, you hear Laurel, but if you're younger, you hear Yanny, even though it's the same exact sound that's playing out. Based on your ability to hear the frequencies, you hear a different word, and that's messed up. Because you could do that. You could literally make an audio propaganda or something and have like, it would explain why people on the internet flip out about seeing something and they see something totally different, even though we're all or hearing something. And
everyone always filters things through their own biases first and foremost.
Yeah, but this particular thing is, these are two words being said simultaneously, and based on your ability to hear it, you'll hear one or the other, and it's like.
I mean, we have a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, have you heard of the Kuzlov effect?
Is that where if you hear the word and see it or whatever, you'll actually hear?
No, it's a filmmaking thing. Is you can have a guy with like a neutral expression, okay, and you have a shot of a guy with a neutral expression. Then you show ice cream. You'll maybe think he's smiling. Then you show him a dead body. He'll look like
he's menacing.
We assign like it's two disparate shots, but we assign emotion because of the other. Like the two shots when combined together, it is something that's used in filmmaking a lot. Like once
they
you're
do that
aware
with
of
music.
Yeah.
If you got a guy smiling and you play creepy music, it's like, oh, that dude's creepy.
Or like how many times have we seen TikToks of like, oh, look at how different the scene is with different music. You know, or like, or like they, okay, I'm gonna get struck to hell, but I've got to do this. Oh God, I am gonna get copyright struck to hell for this, but all right. Oh God.
Inform the command.
sorry. That's like. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh God. But yeah, like we've seen this stuff before. Right.
Aerosmith.
Like, I'm sorry, I can only play small snippets of it because, like, you know why.
Moving an elevator.
And I just want to say, actually, I'm a fan of Aerosmith. So
Yeah. I remember standing in front of them at standing behind them at a Ren Fair booth once. They were in the queue just getting something at a Ren Fair, and the people, my friend's mother's friend turns around and says, "Do you know who's standing directly in front of us?" I'm like, "Who?" She's like, "Steven Tyler, Joe Perry of Aerosmith." And we all just kind of like in unison just leaned over to the right and looked around her, and then leaned back. We're like, "Yep, that's them." And they bought those wooden horns in the Crying video or whatever from that booth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
I gotta do this. I'm sorry, I can only play small snippets of it. I mean, you get it, Chris. You get it.
Yep.
Because if I play too much, this stream will get taken down. Like I'll probably have to like delete portions of this. Like this section will just be like chopped the frick up.
Yeah. Man.
But yeah, I love like those kind of musical edits.
Like the one in Spider-Man 3 where they had Penis Parker instead of Peter Parker. And they did the music for it.
Yeah.
God. Oh. Man, so what, Christmas is in what, 2 weeks?
Crazy.
2 weeks.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to show this. Okay.
Any metallic items you're carrying, keys, loose change. Holy shit!
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest
Oh my god.
Classic.
All right, Nix, enjoy your tacos. We'll probably be on for another like 15 minutes or so, but you enjoy your tacos.
Thanks.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
Oh my god. Sorry, I was like looking through that, and that was so freaking funny. I'm sorry, I had to share it.
Did you ever see the original Max Payne or 3D Mark demo that used that exact scene with Max Payne characters?
No. I know Max Payne was made with Bullet Time. Like they actually because Bullet Time is a trademark of Warner Brothers. They actually licensed a trademark for Max Payne.
Yeah, so before Max Payne was released, you remember that 3D? There's a program you can get on Steam to measure like your video card performance. Like it'll put it through a stress test. It's called 3D Mark. Well, 3D Mark used to have these. They still do. They have these awesome like 3D tech demos, and it puts your card through the paces. And there's one of this dude. He's got like a Mjolnir medallion and stuff, and it's literally Max. It's like the prototype Max Payne doing that entire Matrix scene that you just showed with the going through the lobby, and it's all done in 3D rendering, and it looks freaking.
Is it the 2001 demo?
I think so.
I found it.
Oh. Yeah, this looks about right.
Oh, that is vintage to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the music.
Oh, they had the Poets of the Fall in here.
Just imagine like your wife or girlfriend comes in, it's like, "Hun, why does this sound? Why does it sound like the Titanic is sinking? I'm doing a stress test on my video card."
Yeah, because at the time this was all rendered in real time, so this was beating the crap out of your video card.
I mean, honestly, it still looks kind of good.
Oh yeah. Like these these tech demos were, in my opinion, better than the NVIDIA ones. But yeah, I don't. Does it show like this one might be a newer one? Like I think it was like a. No, you got it. There it is. Yeah. So this is the tech demo of the Matrix of Max Payne / Matrix before.
Oh god. Oh god, dang.
That's before they use that guy that looks like he's smelling terrible cheese for the base model of Max.
Yeah. He was at the Game Awards last night.
Yep. This is like almost a shot for shot of the Matrix.
Yeah. What's crazy is this looks like Enter the Matrix. Like this looks very much like Enter the Matrix graphics.
Yeah.
Have you played Into the Matrix?
Yes. You play as
it is
Niobe.
Niobe and Ghost, yeah. Path of Neo is a lot better.
I'm not sure if I played Path of Neo. Boom! That's all bullet time.
Yeah, Path of Neo is actually really cool because it's like all 3 games. Plus, like they have like the training montages.
Oh, I know Kung Fu.
Like there's an entire like level that's like a Kurosawa movie. It's actually kind of cool. Look at that. Like, isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I love it when they do, like, these kind of cool art style things.
Yeah. Jump through the different genres.
Yeah.
You can see the edge of the Matrix simulation there.
Yeah, they even recreate a scene from Hard Boiled.
Oh, damn. Little Chow Yun Fat action.
Yeah. But yeah, this game is pretty fun. Also, I love how you can like choose the different pills, and if you choose the blue pill, the game actually ends. He's like, perhaps you aren't who I thought you were.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I love it when games do that. I love that.
I miss when video games actually had branching like paths, you know, for replayability and stuff.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of games, they do the Telltale methods like, oh, we have branching paths, but they all lead back to the same place.
Yeah. The whole point of branching is that it leads to multiple endings, so you can replay it to get different endings. And now, they just got lazy and they put everything on a railroad that leads all back. It's like all of your decisions are irrelevant. They'll all lead to the same location at the end. It's like,
yeah, that's why I like CD Projekt's games, because they're like, say what you will about like Cyberpunk or Witcher, they're still interesting games with interesting mechanics. Like Cyberpunk still has multiple endings, or in Witcher, like literally the difference between like a good Ciri ending and a bad one is like, oh, did you take her to see Amir? Like that's totally optional or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I recently bought Cyberpunk, I had Cyberpunk the collector, like the physical collector's thing, given to me as a gift back in 2020, and I never bothered to take it out of the box because like everybody's like, yeah, you can't even play this shit, like it's all unplayable. And then I ended up on the Steam sale. I got Cyberpunk for like, I think it was under $20, and I was like, holy crap! It run like now that I have a pretty powerful gaming PC, I was like, wow, this thing, like, this is a gorgeous game. But
yeah, it really is when you can play it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten very far though. But I really like how they, no matter if you pick so I picked Corpo, which and it was weird because I got introduced into the Street Rat or whatever the other kind of origin is.
Well, basically all the life paths eventually dump you into the Street Kid path anyway. So basically, like the first little bit of the game is kind of unique, and then after that, the rest of the prologue is all the same.
Yeah, they did a really good job on that guy that spoilers, but the guy that dies and you meet his
Jackie.
They really make you actually give a shit about him because he's a beneficial character. He's not like hey, do this, or I'm this or that. It's like you don't. He helps you out, and it's like, wow, that's great writing. Like thanks for like making a character that people actually give a shit about. Because when he dies and you meet his mom, it's like, wow, that's pretty heartrending.
And then did you do the funeral yet?
No, haven't done the funeral.
The funeral's heartbreaking, and then he was dating that Blade Runner girl, right?
Yep.
Misty.
Yeah, and I guess this one came with the Idris Elba expansion as well. And
Phantom Liberty is really good.
You can skip
the
first game.
I already know. See, the thing is, knowing the game, I already know the decisions you're going to make in Phantom Liberty. Like knowing who you are, I already know what ending you're going to have.
Oh no. Well, when you launch the game, it goes, do you want to just skip the base game and go straight into Phantom Liberty? I'm like, no. But I like that it allows you to do that. Like that's a
Phantom
cool thing.
Liberty in the main story launches right after the Pacifica job. Once you get all that stuff done, then you get the alert from Somi, and that's when you can start Phantom Liberty, which is fairly early on in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just on the title screen, it's like, hey, we noticed you had a DLC or whatever. Do you want to use that instead? And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like when you launch the game, you're launching a platform essentially, because like you can do the whatever they call it, like the red something or other, where you can start
the red launcher.
Yeah,
everything has a launcher these days. Everything has a launcher these days.
Yeah. Well, I was going to try to get the photorealism mod. Like I just haven't had.
Oh
the time
God.
Yeah.
I've seen some of those. The
videos. HDRI, and it looks like a real, like it looks nearly indistinguishable from like a real like walk in the city. I was like, holy crap.
All right, let me look at
that. Look at the soft lighting on that.
You can just barely tell it's not real.
Yep. Yeah, and in another 10 years, that's going to be indistinguishable.
How great! Oh God! Look at this!
Yeah. Yeah, that looks really good.
Also, yes, Pan Am is best girl. Also, she has the best ass. She has the best ass.
Oh, look at the smog and oh man.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that! Holy crap!
Yeah. God, that looks like downtown Los Angeles.
Oh geez, that looks real.
Yeah.
Like that looks freaking real.
Wow, look at the terrain in the distance. Looks like actual terrain.
Yeah. Like sometimes the only way I was able to tell it was fake is like, okay, yes, I can tell by the architecture this is cyberpunk.
Yeah. God,
Like recognizing
yeah,
areas.
Look at the ray tracing on the reflections. Like,
oh god,
the trees, the motion blur.
The PC has to be on fire while this is going on.
Yeah. I hope my 4070 Super can handle this.
Good luck.
I know it probably can't, but like that looks amazing.
It does. Look at the water and whatnot. Like,
yeah, you can tell that like recently rained there. Oh
holy
damn! Look at that.
shit.
God, like that. The lighting looks amazing.
Like I can tell it's a game, but it looks freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that environment.
Yeah, oh, it's a church. The deconstruction zone. Oh, the ripples in the glass. Damn. Oh, damn! Like that looks real.
Oh shit! Holy shit! Yeah. Okay. Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, that looks like somebody just has a camera, like a GoPro mounted on.
Yeah.
And so does that. Damn.
The PC has to be like literally in flames right now.
Yeah. God, and this isn't a tech demo. This is in game. Like that means that there's shootouts there, and yeah. So 4090. It looks like an RTX 4090 is required.
Okay, that's Pan Am, by the way.
I regret one thing only. That we had so little time.
Look at that.
Nice.
You know, B, treason ain't ever black and white. They tried to zero me once too.
See, the problem I have with Idris Elba is he has that kind of like wascally wabbit kind of like mushmouth thing going on with all his dialogue.
Yeah.
What if we've all been playing?
So that looks good.
Karma.
Yeah.
Used to believe in that too.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, you can see the reflection of the meter on the car.
Yeah.
Easy enough in Night City.
It literally looks
Johnny Silverhand.
like he looks CG, but it's like they inserted like a poor CGI character into a real background.
Yeah.
Surviving long enough to spend it.
That.
I want to leave, but it's pulling me back in. Like it's got.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So,
Pan Am is best girl, Angelus. Yes. My first playthrough of Cyberpunk, I did the Nomad ending.
Sweet, sweet promise just for me.
Damn.
Today, they got you.
I think there's some like I remember seeing some realistic GTA 5.
Corpo Jackie?
I think so, maybe. I've seen some GTA 5 photorealistic mods that look accurate. Oh god. We salute you. Alright, look at this.
This GTA 5?
Yeah, look at this.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it looks like... Look at that! Holy crap.
Yeah, that looks like ray tracing, because you can see the reflection of the tree. Like,
yeah,
I can make out a perfect reflection of that tree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't look like a reflect map.
Look at that!
Yeah. The train needs a little work, but
yeah.
Like the cars look amazing.
Yeah, this almost looks real life.
Yeah, look at the concrete is all messed up. Wow, yeah, you can tell it's an overcast day.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, graphics are going to be interesting going forward, I'd say.
We just need good games to warrant the graphics.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. I want to look up
Oh yeah, some of those photorealistic Skyrim mods look amazing.
All right. Not by AI. All right, and this is 2023 also.
Thanks for watching this video. If you liked
I
it
wonder
or
if
you
they'd
thought it
ever
was really
use
helpful,
AI to
please
just
consider
upscale stuff or like.
Oh, they do that all the time. Holy shit! They're getting like 3 for. Look at that.
That's pretty.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh god.
Look at the tree climbing up the ivy on the tree. That looks cool.
Yeah.
Still, you can tell it's still just like flat polys with textures on it, but still frames of that look freaking amazing. Like,
see, it's like you said, the tech is amazing, but the problem is, there's no good games. But not only that, but there are no skilled devs because like we're putting out unoptimized slop, unoptimized messes of games. You know, like take Indiana Jones. There's no reason that game should be as intensive as it is.
Yeah.
Most games still look like PS4 games.
Yeah, well, so that's the other thing that's destroyed this console generation is they're like, you know, we're selling a $700 PS5 Pro and blah 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 blah, and people are doing side-by-side comparisons, and they're like, I don't see the $700 worth of value.
Yeah, like when they unveiled the PS5 Pro, everything they showed off were PS4 games.
Yeah, and well, that's the thing is they show a side by side of a PS4 Pro, a PS5, and a PS5 Pro, and people can't tell the difference. Or if they do notice something, it's not worth $700 worth of difference.
Like, okay, the difference between the PS5 and PS5 Pro is performance mode 30 versus 60. Most people above 30 frames per second, you can't really tell. Like, sure, some games, like some really intensive games, when it goes from like 60 to 40, you can tell. You can tell.
Yeah.
But a lot of games, especially like the slower ones, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I don't see the $700 value when you can play these same games on a PS4 Pro and get relatively, if not the same exact experience. You know?
Yeah. Like, for example, my computer. New is still an $800 computer. Okay, this one, the one I'm using right now.
Yeah.
Let me all right, let me just all right, no, that's not mine. All right, let me show you a listing for my computer. It's not exactly my computer because I have a 240 hertz screen, and that was only available for a short time. Flexing. Yeah. Take a look at this for 770. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
RTX 3060. 6 gigabyte GPU. 10th gen 10th gen Intel i5, 512, I'm making Windows 10, and 16 gigs of RAM. That's still a decent rig, okay, and that's pretty much PS5 power, if not PS5 Pro power.
Well, what's sad is you can do so much more on your laptop than you could do on a PS5. Like, One is a dedicated gaming terminal, a gaming rental terminal. I got to add. Whereas your laptop is, you can use it for productivity, you can use it for streaming, you can use it for pretty much anything, and use it for games. So, what is the value to a consumer for for a $700 piece of dedicated hardware that is comparable to something that can do practically everything?
So the PS5 Pro is comparable to a 3070 Ti.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
I got a 4070.
Yes. So you have better than a PS5 Pro.
That's.
And I'm looking at this. I got a YouTube thing. So apparently the base PS5 is comparable to a 2070.
Oh, that's real sad.
So this laptop is more powerful than a PS5 and almost as powerful as a PS5 Pro.
Yeah, and you can do a shit ton more with it.
For literally the same price.
Yep.
If not less. Also, like it says, a 140 hertz screen. Mine is I got a 240 hertz screen. Sorry, I gotta flex that.
Yeah,
it's really nice when I'm playing games at like 190 frames per second or whatever. It's really nice.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't understand when you get those super high frame rates or whatever, and you're running like a 60 hertz display, like you're not getting that full advantage of that.
Yeah, I literally have a 240 hertz display. So if I'm getting 192 frames, I'm getting every frame.
Yep, yeah, and you're not getting any frame tearing or anything because your hertz refresh can display all of those frames. Whereas if you have a 60 hertz computer and you're getting like 120 or 190 frames, you're going to get screen tearing. So what you'll have to do is put VSync on, and VSync says, "Oh, we're going to sync your frame rate to whatever your hertz display is." So you went from 190 down to 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like all of my displays are 60 hertz because I'm using my TV. And yeah, it sucks, dude. Like when you get like a badass like 200 whatever frames and like you don't have VSync enabled, you're looking at like basically like torn up images that are just like flipping as it's trying.
That's why I love my laptop. I love it. Like the only problems it has is it had like a low battery life, but this thing like it stays plugged in all the time.
Yeah.
So much to the point where I actually removed the battery because it'd be stupid to have it in.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but that's enough. That's enough bragging. Let's kind of start wrapping up here.
All right.
All right, so tomorrow is my birthday.
Ooh.
And for my birthday, here is what I asked for my birthday. We are actually very close. I don't have my cell phone on me, but we are within 10 subs from 600 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to me. I want to be at 600 subscribers for my birthday. That is what I'm asking for my birthday. We're less than 10 there. It is extremely doable. So please consider giving me a subscription. I would really appreciate that. That's all I asked for my birthday. Is get me to 600 subs. Tomorrow, I'll be live streaming some Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I'll be baking a cake for myself for my birthday in-game.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, cooking system in Breath of the Wild. It's great. I'll be doing the cooking by the book.
Oh, no. Yeah!
Oh, you've seen that edit.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. So Chris, what you got going on, sir?
I got a link there. Infinite Tale Chronicles 2 is we're approaching its launch in a couple of months. Yeah, you can still sign up for the mailing list from the pre-launch page for getting some special perks. I recently posted on Twitter something that the amazing Pal Rodrigues had provided me. I finished coloring it, so thinking about adding that as a perk. And I'm working with a very, very, very talented artist that she will be helping me. She's currently working on some roughs for a preview of book 3. So I'm not sure, depending on how far we can go with stretch goals and all that stuff, you might be able to get a kind of a preview of book 3 in the book 2 campaign.
Nice. So give us a like if you haven't. We will be returning next week for the best Christmas movie ever, Die Hard. Yes, for our Friday night feature, we're doing a little bit early because I want to get it in before Christmas. So join us next week as we talk about Die Hard. So thank you everyone for joining us. I really appreciate it. This was a great stream. Thank you everyone for putting me up as I struggled while waiting for Chris and Nick to come in. Thank you, Chris, for saving me. I really appreciate you. Thank you everybody. And remember, I can only show you the door. You don't have to walk through it.